Welcome to the gloomy Lake District. We're out on a 3-day, 2-night adventure this weekend. That was the one and only Catbells. Not a fell I've looked forward to doing, but as I'm doing a multi-day, I wanted a ridge to go along, and thankfully, not a bad choice. Like some of the other fells are in the cloud. When we got to the top of Catbells, it cleared for us, so that was good. So this is some more prep for the tour of the Lake District, which I'm doing 4 weeks exactly, in 4 weeks time. I've done a multi-day before to check my kit's fine. Now I want to make sure I can get the mileage in. My plan for the tour of the Lake District is roughly 12 miles a day and doing some of the high routes. So it's going to be tough, so it's why I've chosen this route today and the route that I've got planned tomorrow. So today I've parked in Ambleside, got the bus up to Keswick, and then from Keswick I've come up over Catbells. This is Maiden Moor. Then we're going to go over High Spy, skirt around the side of Dalehead. I don't need to do Dalehead, I've been up there before. These are 3 Wainwrights that I haven't done before. Drop down to Honister Slate Mine. Then we're going to push up and head towards Great Gable. Plan A is to actually camp on Kirk Fell. If it's looking a bit grim, I might camp somewhere a bit lower. There's so many options around that area. As it is, I do intend to be hiking well into the evening, so honestly I'll probably be happy to, once my tent's up, just get some food eaten and go to sleep. So it's really humid. It's cooled down a little bit. We've had a heat wave last week, but it's still even up here it's in the 20s, so I'm soaking, but it is what it is. It should be good. Tomorrow's plan from the Great Gable area is to head down to Styhead Tarn, past Sprinkling Tarn, onto Esk Horse, Esk Pike, Bowfell, Crinkle Crags, down to Red Tarn, but then from Red Tarn go down to Rhinos Pass, cross over and head up into the Coniston Fells. I've seen a little pitch on Great Cars that I'm fancying the look of, providing it's not too wild. I think the wind could be in the mid-30s gusts tomorrow night, in which case I'll drop down Wet Side Edge a little bit, but that's the plan for tomorrow. And then Sunday, it's roughly somewhere between 30 and 35 miles in total this weekend. Like I said, I want to make sure I can cover the miles. I want to make sure Rose can cover the miles. Manage with the pack and everything. It's a lot of dog food. It's a lot of dog food for her. That's going to be the tricky thing for me when I do the tour of the Lake District. I'm going to need to be smart with what I do. I think I'm going to do things like send a package to the impost in Keswick so I can resupply, and then maybe drop some stuff off in Esdale somewhere. I don't know, but this is just to make sure that we're good on the distance and with the weight, which I think the weight feels fine. So we'll crack on. Just stop for a snack on High Spy up there, so that's the 3rd Wainwright of the day for me. Just running a little bit lean on water. I only carried about half a litre and Rose wanted it all. So as it is, there was like a sandwich van at the bottom of Catbells, and I fancied a Lucozade, so I've had that, so we're not too bad. And there are water sources down near Dalehead Tarn, just down there, so that's where we're headed to next. Got some electrolytes in my bag. Doing everything properly today, like I would be doing on the tour of the Lake District, just to gauge how I feel and everything. So yeah, learning lessons. Need more than half a litre of water. So the little stream just above Dale Head Tarn. Like I said, I'm taking this seriously, so add the electrolyte tablet to the water. Hopefully that'll make a difference. I mean, on a Sunday if I go for a run on a hangover, I'll put some salt in my juice. That seems to help. So no, I know it's important to replace the minerals that you lose through sweat. So I've got a steady ascent to, that's the route up Dale Head from Honister. So we're obviously not going up Dale Head, but we're just crossing over the ridge there and then dropping down to Honister Slate Mine, where I might see what they've got in the cafe, see if there's something I fancy. I don't really have an appetite, which I get a lot when I do hikes. I find that like I'll hike all day, not really feel like eating, get to where I'm camping, start drinking beer, and then having to force myself to eat something before I go to bed. And I know I won't be drinking beer on the tour of the Lake District, apart from on the day of my actual birthday. I'll carry 3 or 4 cans then. Yeah, it's going to be very tough. I feel like I'm managing with this fine. I'm well over half the distance done, but I know I've got a real short, sharp, steep ascent out of the pass, the Honister Pass. So, but once I'm up there, then I can go nice and steady. I'm making good time. So yeah. I love this. No buildings, no cars, no people. Proper remote feeling. And people criticise the lakes, like I'm staying away from the lakes in summer. If you know where to go, you get this piece. It's ace. The state of that. Oh, this is going to be tough. So we've come down from, we skirted around the side of Dale Head. We just had some food and a rest at Honister Slate Mine. That'll make a difference, I should think. Yeah, see how Rose goes. She's doing a lot of, whenever I stop, she's having a proper lie down, so I need to keep my eye on her. The good thing is, once we're up there, we can just stop. We've got everything we need for the night, so we can just chill out. If I think she's struggling, I'm going to be careful with her. They say it's a good thing. They say it's a good thing when they lie down a lot. They're recovering, resting up so they can carry on. just passing the summit of Grey Knot. I think that's my 4th new Wainwright on this hike. Yeah, it's nicely opened up for us, no clouds on any of the fells now. Great Gable just coming into shot. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be going up there. I suppose the good thing about really steep climbs, like an incline like that, is you gain altitude fast. I think the worst sorts of climbs are like the in-between climbs. I think if it's nice and a steady gradient, you don't notice it. If it's steep like this, you get your hands on and you get up it quick. Where those in-between ones require a lot of effort and they seem to go on forever. Spectacular views from here. Just on the summit of Brandreth up there, and I forgot to film because I'm not a real YouTuber. Kirk Fell. I think we're going to go for it. I think we've got it in the tank. 2 miles to go, and it's only 20 past 4. Plenty of time. I'm going to get some water from down here. I'll need a lot. I've been thirsty today. She has. It's 4 kilograms just added there, 4 litres of water. It's not going to be nice. My watch is saying 1.7 miles to the summit of Kirk Fell now. Alright, we can take our time. The final ascent to Kirk Fell summit. Not doing too bad for energy. Rose is definitely tired, but she's alright. She's getting very excited when she sees sheep, so I think she's just conserving energy when she's getting the chance, which is a good thing. Tomorrow's going to be the real test for her. Worst case, if I think she's struggling, we can cut the route short from Escourse. We can just head down to Langdale, stop on the campsite, or get a bus back to Ambleside and call it short, and then have a serious think for the Tour of the Lake District. I think she's just conserving energy, like I said. The reason I've done such a demanding day tomorrow is giving me the opportunity to have another demanding day. Sorry, the reason I've decided to have a demanding day today is so that I've got the opportunity to then do back-to-back demanding days. The day I've done today, one day of my planned route of the Tour of the Lake District is a similar level of how sort of demanding it is. And it is when I start from Keswick and end up in this same area. However, I think it'll be marginally easier. The distance is almost exactly the same, but I'm not going up and over Catbells. I'm taking the pass through to Buttermere. So the starting point is a campsite this side of Keswick, so it's cutting the mileage down, or the starting point is closer to here, but there's a little bit more mileage because it's to Buttermere and then along over here. So, but I do intend to camp somewhere in this area. So, like I said, it's a good test, a good benchmark for the Tour of the Lake District next month. Simmons Knot, my last camp. I got excited as soon as I spotted that. That was a good camp. See, like that, she's just taking the opportunity to have a lie down in front of me. But when I get to her, she's popping straight up and carrying on up, so I think she's alright. Got lots of food for tonight, and those treats I was just giving her, those energy treats, they're a gift from my sister's dog, Willow. My sister got them for her dog and she doesn't like them, so she's donated them to Rose. So if they work well, I've got another pack for tomorrow. If they work well, I'll be getting a pack of them for each day on the Tour of the Lake District as well. The worst part though of a final ascent like this is the extra 4 kilograms in water that I got from right round there on the side of Green Gable. It's a running water source, with there not being much water, not much rain in the last few weeks. These tarns here, I don't trust tarns. I will drink from tarns occasionally, especially if it's been raining, but not this recent weather. So yeah, it's the pack's at its heaviest at the end of a hike, a steep scramble like this. Feeling all right though. That's that toasty in Honister Slate Mine, and the flapjack and 2 cans of Coke, that sorted me out. Kirk Fell summit. That's the Kirk Fell summit. Nice little grassy shelf here just to pitch up on, literally like 20 yards from the summit. And look at this, this is going to be the view out of my door. Until we get clagged in. I do think there's a chance we're going to get clagged in, but better make the most of it now. was mountain rescue. It looks as though they've landed on Fell. Hopefully nothing too serious. Yeah, it's a nice pitch, this. Brilliant views across there to the Fell range. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, no beers for me tonight. Having a relax. I've just had a protein shake. You can tell I'm taking it serious. And well, a couple of Haribos, but probably in about an hour's time I'll make some tea properly. Don't have a signal here, so I think I'm going to nip up to the summit in a second and just send a few messages. Yeah, it was strange that before the helicopter landed on Fell, then it took off and flew down Wastwater, then back up, and it seemed to land somewhere around Wasdale Head. Then it circled, then it headed back along Wastwater, circled round, then it landed again on Fell, and then it's sort of gone that way and then off back north. Don't know what that was. It was at the same time that the national alert went off on everyone's phone. Everyone thought Russia was coming. I wondered what that was. Yeah, it was strange. About wildfires. Yeah, it's gone well that today. I feel physically, I'm quite happy with how I feel. Rose seems to have perked up. She's had a good tea. There was 2 meals in the bag of food that she ate out of. And I gave her some earlier on the hike, and there's just a little bit left, so I'm going to leave it open. She can have that tonight, and she can have a breakfast in the morning. So yeah, and then tomorrow it's off over there past Styhead Tarn. That was Sprinkling Tarn. Styhead Tarn's down there. Sprinkling Tarn up over Escourse, and yeah, over the Esk Pike, Borfell, Crinkles, down to Rhinos, pass up onto Great Cars, all being well. The forecast is looking okay. I think we're going to wake up in the Clag, but it is what it is, that's fine. Makes up for it getting these views tonight. It's like I can't have mushrooms if I come up here. Some of the stuff, these mountains. So I'll show you. Where is it? There. So that's Pulpit Rock, just the other side. I've camped on that little ledge in my Janu, and I remember lying there, looking out, thinking that looks like a stone lady lying down. But then, like, you look over there at the shape of Fell, that could be a fit. Like there, look, you got like a nose and a hair going down like that, and similar features over there on Fell. But when I was camped on camped on Fell up there, I was looking at Great Gable, and I took a video, and I'm looking over at Great Gable, and I'm thinking, that looks like some kind of arachnid. Like, that looks like it's like poised to come and get you. If you think I'm crackers, like if you have something, don't take out when you're up here, because you'll let it fall off the cliff. that point. We had a final wander up to the summit, and then got an early night, ready for an early start on the Saturday. So as I say in the video, we drove up to Ambleside, parked there, got the bus up to Keswick, and then sort of set off hiking out of Keswick. The first part of the route's the Cumbria Way, in the woods, sort of just coming up here. Bumped into 3 lads who were heading north doing the Cumbria Way. I did this route during the 6-week holidays, and people sort of stopping in Keswick. There was a lot of people out on Catbells, but the route carried on over Catbells, and at this point the crowd thinned out. There was only a handful of walkers heading up to Maiden Moor. Keen-eyed would have seen I didn't tag the summit, but I do plan on doing this horseshoe and having a camp somewhere like Robinson at some point soon anyway. Stopped there for a snack on High Spy, and then grabbed some water from the beck just above Dalehead Tarn. Crossed the ridge on the side of Dalehead, stopped for some food in Honister Slate Mine, then climbed up out of Honister Pass onto Grey Crag, over Brandreth, and then we got some water from the beck on the side of Green Gable. Then we headed up the final ascent up to Kirk Fell, where obviously we camped the night, and we'll be starting the second part of this adventure, which will follow in a few days' time. Thank you anyone who's watched.